your astrologer and tarot card reader, here with your tarot card reading for April the 20th through the 26th. Now, I did a separate video, guys, for the astrology report for what's going on in the celestial sky this week, because it was so intense and there's such a lot. I didn't want these videos to be too long. So I'll put a link to that in the description box below so that you can check out what's going on astrologically. I'll talk a little bit about it during the reading because I just can't help myself. Oh, I just realized my lighting's not on. There you go. Oh. Okay, that's much better, right? Okay, this is for Virgo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Virgo for April the 20th through April the 26th? 3 cards for April, please. For Virgo, that's 1. 2 more cards for Virgo, 2. 1 more card. There it is. Something looks familiar for the last reading. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'll have to, well, you'll be the judge of that if you saw last week's. I was back last week after a long kind of hiatus because I wasn't well. I can neither confirm nor deny that I had COVID-19 because I never got the test because it was really impossible to get the test here at that time. I don't know if it is now, but I probably, I'm feeling fabulous now. I mean, normal, which is fabulous compared to what I felt like. Anyway, these are clarifying cards for Virgo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Virgo through these clarifying cards for April the 20th through the 26th? Please clarify the Fool. There it is. Please clarify there it is. Oh, you've got 2 there. Lovely. And please clarify the 6 of... Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Virgo. The first card out for you is the Fool. And the Fool is all about new beginnings. Look, astrologers have been saying it and I keep saying it. We all knew that this is a massive change this year and that it would be life before 2020 and life after. We will never look at life the same again. And this is a transitional year. And this, the Fool is the number 0. And 0, I thought something came in my ear. I felt something in there. 0 represents the 0 represents infinite possibilities, right? So the Fool is naive. He looks upon life as a big adventure and he's excited because, he hasn't been beaten up by life like most of us have. So this is when major change is coming into your life and you are on the precipice of something new and brilliant. So I say all that because the Fool is embarking on a new journey. We all are, but you are particularly being asked to look upon this time as an adventure and don't be in fear. Now, the only thing I would say about this is the Fool is like, skipping along and happy, and he's just so trusting in life. He could jump off a cliff and he would trust that he would be, he would float down gently. He doesn't look where he's going. He just goes off into the abyss and he's like, I'm going to experience everything and it's all going to be an adventure. So I would say, Yes, this is adventure. Be excited about this new journey that you are embarking on, but clarifying the Fool is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is very astute and very aware of his next move. He plans it. The Fool doesn't plan it. The Fool just runs out and just eats up life, right? So yes, be excited and have this energy, but be also look where you're going. And I laugh because I think of my sister who's Virgo, and she is definitely accident prone. So look where you're going. This is about making strategic and methodical steps forwards. It's about moving forward. All nights are about movement, right? But this night in particular, he does not waste his energy. He's intent on creating more wealth, and he is going to go about it. He's in it for the long haul. He's not in a rush. He's going to take his time. So go on this journey, but meander along and enjoy, smell the roses, watch where you're putting your feet. Be careful about where you step. Move forward and methodically and strategically. Survey the land. Look out for, don't get into any kind of altercations or anything like that. That he's not looking for trouble, the Knight of Pentacles. He's known as the Green Knight, so he is about growing wealth. Get in the garden. This is, the new moon in Taurus is about gardening. It's about getting your hands in the soil. It's about growing your own food. There's some incredible YouTube videos on about, growing food from like the ends of your vegetables and things like that. So, look into that. If you have a gardener, some people are doing it in their apartments even. So anyway, the next card out for you is the Hermit. And this is definitely what you need, Virgo. You are ruled by Mercury. Now, Mercury is squaring, on next Saturday, it'll be squaring Pluto, going retrograde. And that is a fear of death, fear of dying. And it's about the monkey brain. You're ruled by Mercury. That's your ruling planet. It's about thought and communication. And so I say that because the Hermit is about meditation. He's holding up the lantern. The lantern, that light, represents his mind. And he is separated from his mind because he's gone into a cave and he has meditated. He's connected with the ethereal realm. He's gained all this knowledge. He's read voraciously and he's attained all this knowledge and wisdom. And he walks out of that cave as a wise old man, no longer ruled by his emotions or his thought process. So, the only way to quieten that monkey brain, darling, shut it down, is through meditation. There's a link to a guided meditation that I created. I'll put it at the end of this video. So, if you don't use mine, there's thousands on YouTube. But, I was guided to create this for this time. So check it out. So, the Hermit, darling. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. That's life-changing. There's a lot going on for you. Now, clarifying the Hermit are 2 cards. The Queen of Pentacles and the Sun. Now, I'm pretty sure you got the Sun last time. It's about the inner joy, the inner child, tapping into that joy and laughter and fun and light and creativity. And look, the Queen of Pentacles. Listen, this is really about connecting with nature. This new moon is all about connecting with nature. It's also about being really creative. So tap into that inner child, that joy, that purity, that pure creation. My sister was sending me some fabulous photographs of the stuff that she had created. I mean, it was amazing. She's really, that's where, this is where this energy is, this turmoil and this uncertain times and these fearful times. This is where where things can change, by tapping into by being in creativity, creating something. Whatever that is for you. It could be your garden, creating a garden of something, herbs or something to eat or flowers, whatever it is. Be in nature as much as possible. Touch a tree. The next card out for you is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is about moving on. So whatever's going on in your life, there is something happening in your life that you have to move on from. Now, I'm going to talk about what's clarifying this before I go any further. It is the Death card, right? The Death card, it's death and rebirth. And I think of, this is a total look. Everything's changing. We have to let the old us die. We've got to kill ourselves off, the old of us. We can't continue life the same as we did before. We have to move forward differently, and we've got to kind of really think about that. And with Pluto going retrograde, you check on the astrology reading, because it does explain some things on how to navigate through these very challenging energies that are coming up, particularly. And you will really feel them because your ruling planet is involved. So I would say that you have to move on from the old way of being. Now, it is a time, and if you check out the astrology reading, it's a time for us to really go within. What and who do I need to let go of? What is essential to me? What makes me happy? What is the most important thing for me? It's all about restriction, right? It's about what do I need, not what do I want, what do I need? And it's really about, recycling, composting, being kind to the planet. We're seeing the planet like being reborn, right? We need to change how we have lived. I mean, I'm talking collectively, right? We are going to see major, major changes in power structures, in governments, in finances and banking. There's going to be incredible changes coming up right now because of the Pluto-Jupiter conjunction, but that's a whole other story. Check out the video. So you have to move on. Sometimes it's moving on from your behaviors. It's, this is a time. Where is my power? Am I dominating someone? Am I manipulating someone? Is someone dominating me? Is someone manipulating me? Does somebody have more power over me? Or have I given my power away? Or am I using my power over someone else? Am I controlling someone? We've got to look at the control and power dynamics within our lives and change it. We have to change that. This is a very karmic time, and we're seeing Pluto play out on the world stage with this pandemic, Pluto, famous astrologers once said, Pluto makes small things big and big things small. So, this little virus has become massive, humongous, right? It's It's really incredible. And this is challenging times, but we can evolve, because once you accept the change, and then you can release all the feelings that go along with it, and you can evolve. Then you can be reborn. So it's about moving on from who, and sometimes it's from people, it's from places, or it's from situations. Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell, because that helps me with my algorithm. And I welcome feedback, so please give me a comment. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.